Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Yashimaya from the JMS Atlantic Camp. Before I get into this message, I want to start out by giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash, and I want to send double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, whom will and teach well. This is gonna be a quick message here. Um, that as we see Trump and Edomites start to glory in what they perceive to be their salvation of Trump being in the office and Babylon going back to its golden years, man. You know, their heads are puffed up, man. Their heads are in the clouds, And so I I kind of want to bring that back in this short lesson and show who these people truly are. So this is Daniel 4:17, and I bring this up quite often. This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men and gives it to whomsoever he will and sets up over it the bases of men. The Edomites are in control right now, not because they are the best race, because right here it calls them the basis of men, but you're in control because it's been given to you, man. You see, that video that we watched, man, is talking about they Europe, which is propped up to be this great civilization, you know, well, it brought out facts, man, that some of these we already knew about, which basically was that Europeans stink. And I bring that up especially because right now it's trending where all these Edomites are saying that these Elamites, these red dot Indians that these red dot Indians stink, right? Or that they're a dirty people. But man, in reality, that's how you were living, you know? And really that's who you are. You're still the basis of men. You just went out and put a business suit on. But when you contrast that with how we were living, we being the Hebrew Israelites, you so-called blacks, natives, and Hispanics, when you contrast that, man, it shows you the love that the Most High has for us and never had for you. Because, see, part of the law and part of our customs, no, part of the law, which is our custom, which is our heritage, was what? Was to take showers. This is Leviticus 15 and 18. The woman also, with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be clean until the evening. See, so the Most High in his goodness showed his law to who? To Jacob and to Israel, right? The northern and the southern kingdoms. He didn't show it to anybody else, man. That's why you guys were living like this. That's why these Indians are living the way that they are living, man. Because the Most High didn't care for you. It talked about diseases. It talked about the stench, man. Even the stench of Europeans has been documented. This is right here. I pulled this one up. It says, case in point, some accounts from the native people of the Americas who were displeased for a whole host of reasons when settlers, Edomites, washed up on their shores. One of the civilizations done the dirtiest by a justice history. They sure want you to think these natives were loin-clothed savages, awestruck by the pilgrims' finery. In reality, they thought and talked amongst themselves about just how gross they found this strange new brand of man. In addition to thinking they were weak and untrustworthy, they also gossiped about how bad these humans smelled, man. See, so you guys try to paint the picture that the northern tribes were savages, man, but the northern tribes taught you guys how to wash your ass. The northern tribes taught you guys how to farm. The northern tribes taught the French how to stay warm when they landed in Quebec and in Canada, man. When you go into the history, and I've done a lesson on it about the three horns, and then from those three, one spoke proudly. I go into it, man. But there's history about the French sending like 3,000 of its people to try to conquer Canada, or the northeastern parts of Canada. And out of like 3,000, like 30 people made it because you guys couldn't figure out how to stay warm. You couldn't figure out how to plant crops. But yet, the history that we're told is that you guys were a superior race. But in reality, man, that's not it. That's not it. I mean, there's we even have stories about it in the New Testament. See here if it's pulling up. Uh, might be connected here. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Matthew 15 and 2. Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. Right. And so what's going on here is that and completely different context here, but our heritage was that we would wash our hands before we would eat, man. And y'all don't do that. That's what the video said, man. The only reason that you guys are clean now is because of what you've seen us do, man. All right, or what we showed you before you slaughtered us through smallpox. The video went on to talk about how they would defecate in the public street, man. We even had a custom for that. This is Deuteronomy 23 and 13. It says, "And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon, and it shall be when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith, and shalt turn back and cover that which cometh from thee." If that's I'm gonna get that in the New Living. Right here, Deuteronomy 23 and 12, it says, "You must have a designated area outside the camp where you can go to relieve yourself. Each of you must have a spade as part of your equipment. Whenever you relieve yourself, dig a hole with the spade and cover the excrement," man. See, so co- complete contrast of how you base men live and how we, a peculiar, a chosen people, live, man. And so I'm getting, this video isn't just to show how dirty these Edomites are, although that's included in it, but I'm going to show you where it's a point of showing you the state that we were in, which was high, to the state that we are in now. Because back then, when we were following our laws and our customs, we were a peculiar people, man. We were clean, we showered, our houses were clean. And I know a lot of people can relate to this too, but the way Israelites clean their homes and maintain their homes is completely different than the way a Edomite will maintain their homes. We're more thorough, man. We're just like that. It's been instilled, even though we lost our heritage, man, there's still some hints of who we used to be, man, in the way we cook, the way we clean our houses, the way we dress, we're lively, vigorous, right? But let's continue on. Um, because another thing mentioned in the video that these Edomites were doing was that they were cooking, without any hygiene, man. And again, this is the love of the Father because the love of the Father was, keeping us away from dirty animals like swine that doesn't sweat, that are bottom feeders, like shrimp. You know what I'm saying? This is Leviticus 11 and 33. And every earthen vessel whereunto any of them falleth. Matter of fact, let's get back here. "And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, does fall, it shall be unclean." It's talking about animals, whether it be any vessel of wood. So if a dead animal's body fell on one of our dishes, or whether it be a vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, any cooking instrument, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even so it shall be cleansed, man. See, this is the law that was given to us, man. And which also, when you look at the contrast here, it shows you that we are the chosen people. We were the ones the Most High chose and shared his laws with. Because look how you guys were living, man. The basis of man. You weren't showering, you were just shitting in the street, and then you wrote history, and you never see images like this. You never see truths like this because he's deceived the nations, which is lines up with Revelations 20. The devil was let loose to deceive the world for a little time, right? But if you bear with me, I'm going to bring it here. Psalms 147:19. He shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because the Most High didn't care about you, man. And, he was looking down and, seeing the filth, man. That's why scripture says you are as spittle, because nobody cares about a dirty ass race like that. Just like we have no respect for these Punjabis, man, or these Jeets, man. You know, that's still who you are. You're still the basis of men. But you con you you compare that with where we are now, man. We are a peculiar people. Because check this out. This is who we were, man. Oh no, this is who we are right here. You do a quick Google, inventions by black people. You know, some of those inventions are home security systems. Marie Van Britten and her husband invented a home security system that included a recording camera, potato chips, the first automatic clothes dryer in 1892, the blood bank. Dr. Charles Drew discovered how to dry and reconstitute plasma so it could be stored for longer periods of time. The automatic gear shift, the three-way traffic signal, a collapsible ironing board, a shoe lasting machine. Now let's go to Mexicans. Inventions by Mexicans. Let's see what we got here. Tortillas, chocolate, popcorn, the color TV, electric brakes. Um, this is off. Oral contraceptives, automated cigarette machine, a ball cock. I don't know what that is, but a flat top grill. Man, we create things, man. We are the salt of the earth, and these are just inventions that there's proof that weren't stolen by Edomites who took the credit, man. This is who we were, but this is what happened, Isaiah 3, verse 1 to 4, and I'm going to finish it here. It says, "For behold, the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai of hosts," because host means army. You know, the Most High has an army, and that army is going to be used in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man, Yahweh Shaphat. And okay, it says, "Does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water." He took our inheritance away. He took our customs, our heritage away, man. You know, we being a great people. We didn't have our farm animals in the city with us, man. There was certain areas allocated. The things had to be done to keep the camp clean, man. But to the contrast, here you go with animals in the street, man, and y'all still do that shit, man. How many times have brothers gone to Costco or Target or Home Depot and seen some Edomites with their dogs? They're like, what the fuck? I mean, y'all still got that mentality, man. It's truly the basis of men. But going back to us, man, because this is our downfall, man. It says, verse 2, the mighty men, the man of war, the judge, the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient, the captain of 50, and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the Most High took us down from our glory and set the basis of men, goes back to Daniel 4 and 17, over us, because we just kept committing adultery, man. But our time is about to be up, because as we see this devil ramping up, as we see this devil ramping up with the immigration raids, and erasing history, and like not that we celebrate them, but we see this devil erasing days like MLK Day, supposedly. But again, we don't care about them. But it goes back into this devil oppressing who we are, man. But we know he's doing that because he's got but a short time. Second Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So yeah, the Most High took us away from our high place, from our rulership over the nations. But it's coming to that time where now your time is done, Esau. Now people are starting to see the basis of men whom you really are. These people are not great because they're in power. They're in power because we went off. Hope this lesson has been edifying to the next one. Shalom.